Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to Story Time. This is the week after Easter, and we're still thinking about the alleluias and the hallelujahs and the good news that Jesus is alive. And I have a question for you. Do you see what animal is on my sweater? I also have them in my ears, my earrings. Here's a hint. Hopefully you colored your alleluia butterfly. Yes, butterflies. You're right. So why do I love butterflies, you might be asking? I even have a giant one that I have in my house. I love butterflies because they remind us of the story of Jesus. So a butterfly starts out as a little caterpillar, and that represents Jesus' life on earth. And then the caterpillar goes into a cocoon, and that represents the time that Jesus spends in the tomb. It's dark in there like a cocoon. And then the butterfly emerges, and that's like Jesus rising from the dead and being resurrected. That's why I love butterflies. And I hope that you will look outside your windows, and when you're outside, see how many butterflies you see flying around, and think about how those remind you of Jesus and his resurrection, that he is alive. And I have a story that I'm going to read you today about a butterfly. I bet y'all guessed it before I even said it, because y'all are smart like that. This is a book called Binkle's Time to Fly. Binkle, what a funny name. And Binkle's a butterfly. This book is written by Sharmila Collins and Carolina Rabi. And I hope you will enjoy it. It's one of my new favorite books. Binkle's Time to Fly. Binkle was waiting. First he was an egg, then he was a hungry caterpillar, and then he was in a cocoon. But what he really wanted was to be a butterfly with big, beautiful wings. At last, the day came. The sun was shining, and its warmth gave Binkle the strength. He pushed and pushed and cracked his cocoon, and out he came to say hello to the world. But when Binkle opened his wings, they didn't work. They were weak and pale, silvery, wispy, and unfinished. They had a wing shape and a wing frame, but only a few strands of wing and holes instead of color. And they would not and could not let him fly. Oh, poor Binkle. Binkle's heart was full of sorrow and disappointed dreams. His fragile wings shimmered in the pale moonlight. What could he do? He slunk away and hid under a leaf, unhappy at being different. Two crows came along to see if Binkle was worth eating, but they stared and laughed at him instead. "There isn't much to eat on him," they called, and they flew away. Thank goodness. But then two butterflies who had been caterpillars with Binkle came to find him. "We will help you," they said. Binkle crept out from behind his leaf. How could they help? First, the butterflies found a friendly bird to carry Binkle to the zoo. There they found silkworms munching on mulberry leaves and spiders busily making their webs. "Please, will you help us?" the butterflies asked. The silkworms and spiders were glad to help. The silkworms spun fine silver silk thread, and the spiders wove the threads into Binkle's wings to make them strong. Then they asked the bees to inject them with all the colors of the rainbow in wild and intricate patterns. Binkle stayed very still as the butterflies fluttered above. At last the work was finished, and the silkworms, spiders, and bees admired their handiwork. "It's amazing what we can do if we all work together," they said to one another. "Look how beautiful those wings are." But Binkle still had his eyes shut. "Open your wings, Binkle," they all called. Binkle took a deep breath, and very, very slowly he opened his wings. His heart was full of hope and longing. His wings felt heavier and stronger, as if they might let him fly. Binkle opened his eyes. Look how pretty. The wings were magnificent. They were strong. There were no holes, just woven silk threads with bold and beautiful colors. "I am different from all other butterflies, and I always will be," said Binkle. "But I don't care. All I want to do is fly." He thanked his new friends, the butterflies, the bird, the silkworms, the spiders, and the bees. The butterflies rose into the air and fluttered above him. "Come on, Binkle, it's time to fly," they said. Binkle tested his wings, opening and closing them carefully, once, twice, 3 times. Then, with the silver in his wings glinting in the sun, Binkle rose up into the air and flew to join his friends. There they go. Boys and girls, I really like how Binkle's friends helped him repair his wings and fly. And as you are at home and thinking about how you can help people, it really does take our community to help those who need it. So think about people that you love and that you care for and that you can help, and think of something that you can do, like maybe write a letter or make a phone call, or maybe donate some canned goods to the OCIM. These are all great things that you can do. And I hope you like my story about my friend Binkle, and I hope you like my butterflies, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Miss you. Take care.